Hello champions, we're gonna have a look at a brand new, well, kind of new character, which is Nikki Bella, Hall of Fame, and she's a technician. As usual, we're gonna have a look at her at 5-star bronze. I don't get to keep her, they only sent her to me to do this preview. So if we have a look at the card, coach ability at 9,000, power gems add 10% more damage on each attack. Move that generate power gem will create one more power gem. So pretty useful for characters like Hall of Fame Booker. Although she won't create one extra, she will add the 10%. Otherwise useful for Sid, for Sting Striker, characters like that. So link with the Hall of Fame and 1 gear bonus. Well, 1 gear set, I should say, because there's no bonus. It's the default one. So the moveset you're going to see looks very familiar. The reason for that is because she's a clone of Doink. Difference is that Doink's purple move are blue in this case, and Doink's blue move are yellow. So that's pretty much it. First moveset we're going to have a look at is the Spear 9 MP green move. Deal 29,000 damage and choose a 2x5 area to swap into blue gems. The Bulldog 9 MP blue move. Deal 46.5k damage and choose 6 red gems to swap into greens. And the Alabama Slam 9 MP blue move. Deal 40.6k damage and choose 4 gems to destroy. Trainers will be using for that Lawler to start with more blue, Rowan to destroy 4 more with the Alabama Slam, and that's as far as trainers. I mean, you could go with Rezer, although that's fairly useless because you're not just creating greens. You got to choose a red to convert to green. So the more the match goes on, the less red there tends to be. Also, it's not because you're converting red that they're necessarily going to be connecting to anything in the first place. So making more of those, not really much use. You could be using someone like, who is it? It's Darren Young, I think, and Sami Zayn. So that blue move do more damage. Could be using that. I mean, you could be going for blue gem damage, green gem damage. Not really a big fan of those, but they're option. Usually it's either going to be Rowan or blue move damage. Those are the more common options here, especially if you base this on what people were using for Doink. Coaches, none of them are really any much of a big use. I put in Sting here just to help with the blue damage. I got Triple H here just to help with the multiply gems since we're going to be facing a multiply opponent. But again, none are a big deal there. Alright, so we're going to be going versus Hall of Fame Lita. The reason I picked her is first, she's Hall of Fame as well. So she's going to have the same Hall of Fame bonus that I do. Plus, I mean, other than that, I would have had to go versus China, for example, but then we would have had the class advantage. So she seemed like a good fit. Obviously, she is going to be wearing a strap and medal, so her gem damage is going to be boosted and her gem mitigation is going to be boosted as well. So we're not going to do anywhere near as much gem damage as we would normally. On our end, the buffs we have are the 15% more health and 15% more damage from the feud first rank. As I said, the gem do 10% and the 10% more health. Those are the Hall of Fame bonus that all of Fame characters have. She does as well. The would do that much there. Take 10% less damage from all move. That's standard. 20% more health, all color move +3, and color match +2. This is the monthly perks that are still on right now. So let's do this versus Hall of Fame Lita. Okay, so first turn, we're going to take away those blue from her. I bet she doesn't have many other options. Now we're going to convert reds to green. Okay. Roy. Give me greens. Some blue. Don't want those to move, so more greens. Let's calculate that. And yeah. That did not end the turn. Now we're gonna make a 2x5 area of blues. We'll take away those multiples there. Would have put it higher to reach the other blue, but rather take away the multipliers from her. Go. Let's convert this to green. This is why I don't like Rezer as a trainer. It really wasn't needed. There was only one left. Set one. Those color. Wait, those. I'm gonna drop 2 slot connecting with this and this. I don't take the blue. Let's just take green for damage. And connect. Because I selected another on the bottom that I forgot. Okay. Convert reds to green. Get rid of those. Then I'm gonna drop those 2x3. And it's over.
1, 2, 3.
Now this moveset could very well be used again if you were if you were using Steel instead of Lawler to begin the match. Pretty similar thing, although you would use the finisher, not the finisher, the spear before you would use the blue move. Pretty much the same thing. Let's have a look at the other moveset. All right, second move set. This time it's gonna be the Alabama Slam 9 MP blue move. Deal 40.6k damage and choose 4 gems to destroy. The Fearless Lock 6 MP yellow move submission. Generate 4 random submission gems and do 11.3k damage for 4 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. And the Monkey Flip 7 MP yellow move. Deal 30k damage and make 5 random gems into blue gems. Trainers for that account to start with more yellow. Secondary trainer, we're going to be using a Zombie AJ to increase the duration of the submission by 3 turns. Could be using also Set NXT to increase the amount of blue generated. The few times that I use this spec on Doink, I kind of like the extra submission turns because it's just annoying as hell for the opponent. And never had that much issue with the Monkey Flip in this case, generating 6 blue, 6 tanks to sting right here though, otherwise it would be 5. And we have Hollywood here to help regen the MP. Let's have a look at that versus Lita again. Right, so we're gonna do the submission right away. Now you don't get to pick, unfortunately. It is randomly placed and it's only 4 of them, so sometimes you can definitely get screwed by that. Already lost 2 of them. Could easily lose. Yeah. There we go. Did have just enough. Fortunately, she took out blue. Gonna be making some more blue. Just enough connected. And now get some yellow with that. Oh, almost reloaded that blue. Probably should have picked a blue. There. Okay, we'll do the Alabama Slam again. Go. Submission. Okay. Blues. Really much options. Again. Pretty much preventing her from doing any moves the whole fight. I think she got 1 move off so far, something like that. And that's blue. goes on the move. Okay, it's just 4. 4. Oh, could work too to use a Rowan still to destroy more, but I really like to have the submission. That way it also makes it so neither of the other 2 moves really have much chance to cause early pins, since they really don't generate or destroy that many gems. And she tapped. Let's have a look at something else. Alright, well that's pretty much going to be it for Nikki. I tried to get something else to work, but really not much. She is a clone of a very old character, being Doink, which was one of the really first generation of characters or so. And back then, there really wasn't much options as far as moveset. You pretty much had 1 or 2 moveset per character, and that's it. These days, they are really well built, and they usually have multiple viable spec. Not so much back then, and she's a clone of that. So pretty much those 2 moveset, and that's all. The 5-star move is the Flying Forearm Smash right there. It is a 1 MP green move. It deals 6,700 damage and destroys 5 random blast gems. I tried to test this versus China because, I mean, there's like 3 characters that have blast gems as far as females goes. And I tried to go versus China, and it really didn't work. I couldn't even get the move off because basically China, the way it works, she makes her blast gem and then she destroys them right away, and there's none left. I didn't even have time to make it work, so couldn't really display it. The other moves, the other move we haven't seen is the Ballabuster 11 MP green move. It is the finisher, 55k damage, and choose 5 columns to swap with each other. Again, not a fan of this move. The reason is it is choose 5 column to swap, but I mean 5 is almost all because there's 7 columns total. And while they swap with each other, you can't control which swap with which. So it's almost impossible to try to swap them to generate something, because it's gonna swap with another of the 5 randomly. So not that great of a move. So that's pretty much it for that. Kind of underwhelming, especially for a Hall of Fame character for sure. Doink had the same problem, didn't scale well. What he was a great character, didn't scale well to the 4-star gold game, and even less to the 5-star bronze due to the lack of big damage generating move or combo or whatever. Definitely great recycler, but you just don't have much firepower. So you're going to get your ass handed to you by many of those big damage generating characters. Again, not so many of them within the females. So I'd say Nikki is probably better for the females than Doink is for the male, just due to the lack of variety. But for a super hyper premium character, because all of Fames, they're all paid characters, and rather expensive ones no less, kind of underwhelming. So that's pretty much it for Nikki Bella. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions, ask them, and if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Gia. Ciao.